How's it going, everyone? In today's episode, let's talk about this new setup from Tuff Possum Gear. How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. In today's episode, I just want to go over this new first aid trauma kit, my personal IFAK that I've kind of switched into my pack systems now that I'm kind of using in a ongoing rotation. If you remember back a while ago, I posted a video about the Wolf's Den. I don't remember the exact name. I'll throw it across the screen and link it down below. But that was a fanny pack that I carried all of my first aid, essentially my IFAK in. And I kind of moved away from using that one. Not that it's a bad product by any means. I just have a new fanny pack that I carry to carry my camera around. So I needed to find something that could allow me to carry my IFAK, but keep it in a small package similar to that fanny pack. Jay Berry over at Tuff Possum sent me this medical pouch a while back, and I just couldn't figure out how I wanted to utilize it in my kits, in my pack. I thought about just sticking it right on a Velcro back, something along those lines, because this is Velcro backed, but I never really had a pack that had that. The one I am using now has that, but that wasn't something that was a mainstay in my system. In the past couple of months, Jay Berry came out with this piggyback first aid kit, and this just velcros right to the back of the med pouch. So now I have my main compartment and I have my back compartment, and obviously you can see at the bottom here I have a tourniquet. Now this is just a tourniquet holder I got off of Amazon. I can't remember the particular brand off the top of my head. I will annotate that across the screen. Main reason I chose this one is because I have a Velcro closure right on the front here, so it keeps that tourniquet in place. I don't have to worry about this coming out when I'm moving this in between packs. Additionally, why I chose this tourniquet here, or this holder here, because this is really designed to go on a plate carrier. And all I did was remove the Velcro, slapped it on here, used the hook on the back of the piggyback pouch, and I basically just sandwiched that in between there. So now I have that main pocket, that piggyback pocket, and a tourniquet holder all in one package that I can easily toss into my kit. Let's get this down on the ground and I'll show you some of the components of these two pouches. All right, so this pocket, we'll go through this main one. Obviously you can see we have some reflective tape here, or stripping. This also does glow in the dark, which is nice and handy. You do have two pull tabs up top. Now, I'm in the process of reworking this kit, or this components in this kit. This isn't the final one that I'm going to be carrying around, but it's just some of the contents I had from my last IFAK that I've been using. But this will just sandwich open. Just have some gauze, an Israeli bandage, a little packet of latex-free gloves. On the front side, back side of this reflective part, I just have two more things of gauze. I like these gauze, this S-rolled gauze from North American Rescue. It's nice and compact. I thought about trimming down the packaging because it is a little excessive, but I'm a little gauze heavy just to stop any kind of bleeding. And then on the back side here, you have Jay Berry's tags, and then all I have in this side is some alcohol prep pads, and that's about it. So you can see just in that small pouch, granted it's bigger than the back one, but I can carry all that necessary stuff to stop any sort of bleeding. on this back pouch, I have some drip drops, so just some electrolytes, and then I think the rest of this kit is just basically some more electrolytes, some Cedrin, Advil, more Advil, and then just some Catadine water purification tablets. So nothing super extravagant. And then obviously I have the cat tourniquet in the pouch itself, but not a ton of stuff, nothing super crazy. I don't have any like quick clot or anything in here. Went a little heavy on the gauze to address that. Have the Israeli bandage to compress that down. Latex-free gloves to address anything. So this really is meant to be a comprehensive kit, but just give me enough stuff to stop any sort of bleeding. Have the tourniquet if I do have any sort of major bleeding. I can use that first, get into the pocket, and then use these other components to stop any heavy bleeding. Obviously don't have any kind of chest seal or anything like that in this kit. That may be something I incorporate in the future, but I just wanted something really, really simple to address what most likely will happen for me in the woods. So like I said, this isn't meant to be a comprehensive trauma kit that's going to address every single thing that may happen. This is just a kit that's really set up to address the things that I'm most likely to come in contact with. There are a few things that I want to add to this kit, so by no means is this like the final version that I'll be carrying around all the time. I just recently put this kit together, so I want to get a few more components to add into this and then carry as some auxiliary stuff to other parts of my kit. Now, anytime we talk about medical kits, IFAKs, first aid, trauma, anything like that, we need to talk about training. Training is critical, especially when it comes to medical. Just because you have something like this in your kit doesn't mean that you're prepared to use that stuff. You have to understand how to apply these pieces of gear to any issues that you may face in the wild. It's just like any other piece of kit that we get. We need to understand how that piece of gear works, what its function is, and then how we can apply that in our situation, in our time of need. I've always been a huge proponent of getting out, getting at a minimum wilderness first aid, ideally a woofer or wilderness first responder course, stop the bleed, first aid CPR. Those are kind of like the ground level training courses I usually tell people for medical. I'm not a medical expert, but for me, that makes the most sense as just a base level of training to cover most scenarios we are going to come across. And obviously you can go more advanced if you want to become an EMT, paramedic, things like that, or take other sorts of medical training that are out there. One for me that I've been meaning to take is a TCCC course, specifically dealing with gunshot wounds, to address those. If you are going to be utilizing those tools, you want to have the medical training to address any potential injuries that may occur with that usage. In the comment section down below, let me know what you're using for an IFAK, what you would add to this kit. Like I said, this is by no means the final version that I'll be hauling around with me, but I wanted to show you this little kit that I set up with these pouches from Tuff Possum, this Chinesium off of Amazon that assists really, really well with this system. So it just shows you another option that you could carry. Do me a favor, hit like and share and subscribe. That gets more eyes on the community that we're building here, helps bring those people into our community so we can grow our knowledge base and learn together and grow together. As always, this has been Paul with Adaptable Survival. Adapt your mind, your body, and your gear.